Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Odon here in the traffic center in a very hot traffic center. Once again, the heat is broken, and the heat is literally the heat is on, as Glenn Fry sang back in 1984. So it's a little warm. That's what the deal is with a Hawaiian shirt. So, with that said, we welcome you to the big broadcast. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter here this morning. Our time now is 7:03 here on the East Coast of the great United States of America. We are a program that covers traffic conditions throughout New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut for some of our new viewers. Comment section, I'm going to open that up here in just a couple of moments now. So that will be up and running for us. We welcome you once again to the big broadcast. Yankee game last night was actually rained out, so that they're playing this afternoon, which could impact traffic. We'll get into that later on in the broadcast. Also, we are going till 8:30 here this morning. Again, we are going to the New Jersey morning show, I should say, at 9 o'clock. That's on New Jersey, beginning at 9 a.m. So populate over there to their YouTube page and be able to check us out on the New Jersey morning show. Let's see, anything else we have to bring in? I don't think so. So let's do this now. Let's bring in help if I actually share the screen. So there we go. We're going to share that now. And we're just going to, there it is. There's the screen. Let me take out the banners here. We are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com. We'll talk more about Ralph and the Great Ice Cream at 7:15. We also have Andrea Jean in the Weather Center from Rutgers University, and she'll be giving us the forecast here in about 10 minutes time at 7:15. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I just reach for something. Alrighty. Sorry about that. All right, so we go to New Jersey now. Big doings here. Unfortunately, I think the cameras are still out, but this is a jackknife tractor trailer in either direction through the Watchung Reservation here this morning, both ways. We've got two lanes shut down just west of Glenside Avenue. Now, there's two cameras that are in this location, but I still don't think that the cameras are working now. So let's give this a try. Oh, they got the cameras working. Wow, look at that. Oh gosh, hopefully the driver is okay, but looks like it wiped out the Jersey median too. So okay. So the westbound side appears to be bonk timeout. Reset this now. Westbound side appears to have all three of the lanes open. It's the eastbound side. It's only the far right lane that gets by. It's literally underneath the Glenside Road overpass. You can also see roadways are a little bit wet still this morning. So you've got to be extra careful here on this Friday morning with some slippery conditions. So it's right underneath the overpass, and there's going to be emergency construction because there's to me from this vantage point, doesn't look like there's much left of that Jersey barrier. So let's go to our camera here at Diamond Hill. You'll just see a sea of vehicles. Oof. Ouch. All right. So let's go to the maps and, wrong map. Go here. Show you that it's right in here. I was hoping this morning would have been possibly a little lighter than what we're dealing with, but you can see Route 22 is just getting crushed here, coming into Scotch Plains in through the early stages of Mountainside out towards New Providence Road. Bonnie Burn Rose, Diamond Hill. So New Providence Road, that is. Oh, okay, I see where it is. So yeah, so as word gets out, people are jumping on 22, and normally 22 backs itself up into Mountainside anyway. So you're probably going to start to see some more. It's just a few extra cars at this point, but eventually you're going to start to see some more eastbound traffic here on 22. This delay gets worse going back towards about exit 43 or so in this area. Is this 43? I think so. And this is, well, it's out here. Sorry, Dale Road. It's 41. Pardon me, 41. This actually was the section of 78 that was back in the mid 80s or early 80s to mid 80s, whatever, it wasn't even finished. So there's Bonnie Burn Road. You could get off at 41 if you're going east and then come back down to 22. That's probably the best idea because Diamond Hill Road, New Providence Road, there is no exit going east. It's only going west. So, um, yeah. So here's the Watchung Reservation there. Wow. It's a big accident. And it only happened maybe about 25 minutes ago. So we're backed up westbound from Springfield into the same location. So keep an eye and tabs on that. But other than that, it's fairly light for the most part around the state. Again, it's a Friday, work from home kicking in. Plans are for a very nice weekend on tap. Today is going to be a nice day. Some are playing hooky, 55 busy into 42. Some are playing hooky, maybe going to the Yankee game. I don't know when the Phillies game is, whether they're home today or not. We'll check on that as well. So, again, it's just for anybody who loves baseball, just a baseball bacchanal, just a fiesta of fun. So north on 17, I think something's going on here. Allendale, just past Allendale Road, Allendale Avenue. But nothing yet on the list. So we got the Truckers 1 and 9. We've got the Hackensack River drawbridge is upright position. Any of these cameras work? Even though they got the cameras back, they still didn't get the arrow in there. There you go. See the in the erect position here. There we go. So that bridge hopefully will be put down here momentarily, although I can't really see any kind of a boat. Any kind of a boat coming through now. Let's see. See here. I believe I'm watching that the bridge is coming down. It's always good. Sometimes these vertical lift bridges will end up getting stuck or not connecting. did the Skyway and stuff. I'm surprised that they just don't that there's no plans to just build a new bridge that's high enough to get over the top of, whatever the ships, whatever the height is. It'd be just too cost prohibitive to do it, but just go on either side here and just build 2 new bridges and just take this thing out. Passaic River Drawbridge, I have yet to see. I don't know if I've ever seen the Passaic River Drawbridge open. That's even narrower. It's very narrow. It's a word narrower. It's a weird word. uh, it's very, very tight on that bridge, just 2 lanes, no shoulders or anything. So that would, oh, there we go. We got the bridge open. Set of gates are up. North. Let's see. The south side is going to open up here shortly. Bridge is open. Fascinating, isn't it? Fascinating TV, right? Watching a drawbridge open. So there we go. We've got that taken care of. Our delays will ease out here momentarily. Let's go to the travel times very quickly before we go to Andrea in the weather center. Let's go east 78. It's going to run you just about about a half an hour now from 287. It's going to be about a half hour delay, probably closer to 40 minutes getting through that mess on 78 with that jackknifed tractor trailer. So there's the 1-9 situation right here. So we have that to deal with this morning. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, I'm gonna hold off. We'll do a quick check of transit before we go to Andrea in the weather center. I want to go to the trains just to see what transit has to offer us this morning. Go here. 7:19 arrival to Penn Station, New York is 20 minutes late. 6:41 departure canceled. 6:04 departure from Morristown is canceled. 5:34 into Summit has been canceled. Corridor. 4 trains canceled here this morning. So keep an eye on that just to see if that materializes in something more than it should be. Let's go to the weather center and let's welcome in Andrea Jean. Good morning.
Getting straight into our headlines for today, we do have some sunny skies and warmer temperatures for this weekend. A chance of showers on Monday afternoon after that wonderful weekend, and those temperatures, along with the rain, do start to cool down a little bit. But for our commuter forecast, there aren't really any weather-related traffic incidences from 6 to 8 a.m. And the same thing with your PM commute, you do have clear skies in the afternoon as well. As for today's highs, it is 69 degrees in Trenton and Piscataway, 68 in Milford, 69 over there in Islip, and 66 down in Wildwood. For today's lows, it is 43 degrees in Piscataway and in Trenton, 49 degrees in New York and in Islip, 48 in Milford, and 53 down in Wildwood. And for our future cast today, to round off this forecast, we do have just a little bit of clouds passing through, but other than that, there are no other showers or any other stronger winds. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Andrea. And she'll have another check on the 7-day weather forecast coming up at 7:45. So looks like a good weekend, but then some changeable skies coming up for Monday with potential of a little more precip, and then the temperature is going to be a little bit cooler, and I'm probably going to want my heat back normally, but out of control. So I think I got to call maintenance here. Anyway, so speaking of the heat, I feel like I could eat an entire tub of ice cream right now because it's so hot in here. Vanilla Bean Creamery is our sponsor for this half hour of programming. 908 272-3000 is the phone number. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. Head over and see Ralph. Tell him you saw it here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. There's just some of the, I just feel like I just want to dive right into that ice cold freezer with this heat. It's like 81 degrees here. Oh, trying to sleep last night was just brutal. S'moreo, we have triple strawberry, chocolate cookies and cream, just delectable stuff all across the board. Let's show you the party cake. He's got cookie dough as well as cotton candy, grasshopper. He has plenty of frozen yogurt. He has also the Dole pineapple and raspberry whip. Not 1,000% sure whether the sorbet is still in the lineup. He was winding those down for the season. I know the last time we spoke to him a couple weeks ago. These are some of the wonderful toppings you can put on any of your ice cream. The Reese's Pieces, the M&Ms, the multicolored sprinkles there. Also, he does have chocolate chips, chocolate sprinkles. So whole plethora of stuff that you can put on there. He has the candied walnuts as well as the fruit and the peanut butter and the marshmallow drizzle. Not dizzle, as G-Man calls me, drizzle, that you can go ahead and put that on your sundaes. He also has these wonderful ice cream sandwiches, the chip witches and the flying saucers, delicious stuff there, as well as the wonderful birthday cakes. You can see the small rounds. He serves about 4 to 8 people, larger one about 10 to 12. He also has that monster sheet cake coming in at 40 people. So Ralph has something to offer for just about everybody. And head over to 22 North Avenue West. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com is the place to be for the best ice cream in the tri-state. All right, so let's go back into our action here this morning. Let's bring on in the New York City incident page. Let's check that out, see what's happening. Head on over to, okay, Belova Avenue, Queens. Where is that? Okay. Investigation on the inbound Gowanus, the ramp to Fort Hamilton Parkway. So that's not a good spot. Right in here. That's, I think, partially the reason why the Staten Island Expressway is so jacked and tuned. Here. Dial this in. Dial this in. Okay, there we go. A flipped over vehicle? Looks like to me. Oh. Looks like a flipped over vehicle, quite honestly. On the inbound Gowanus here, that's the exit for Fort Hamilton Parkway. So we have police on scene, but Fort Hamilton Parkway is a very popular exit to get off of the Gowanus. Connor says, "Good morning, good morning, sir. Welcome. Let's go to." There it is. The inbound Gowanus is here at 79th Street, which is really getting over towards Fort Hamilton Parkway. So that's hopefully everyone's okay on that. But you know, I was going to say is that roadways are a little bit wet now. Seeing the jackknife tractor trailer and then this flipped over vehicle, you know, could indicate that things may be a little bit slippery. Counter says, "Finally, we made it to Friday." Yes, sir, we did. Finally made it to Friday. We made it through the rain. Although I don't know how much rain we got last night. I was pretty wiped out, so I was out like a light. Uh, so I didn't hear any major thunderstorms or what have you. So whether that was to the south of us or not, I'm not 1,000% sure. But let's just show a couple other cameras here on the Gowanus. Just coming straight off the Verrazano. There it is. That's closing off that exit ramp there. Again, like I said, Fort Hamilton Parkway is a fairly popular exit to get off. Mistaken, that's Fort Hamilton Parkway right here. So the camera's right here. So there's the exit. That would take you to Fort Hamilton Parkway. Because what that does is Fort Hamilton Parkway will bring you all the way, basically, like almost into the heart of Brooklyn to a degree. Uh, and some people will use that passenger vehicles maybe to get away from this whole Gowanus mess. Now, with the holdback there, and again, a lot of people are just stopping to take a look what's going on. The holdback is making for a much easier ride here on the Gowanus through Industry City, although it looks like they're saying crash on the outbound side. Go there. Fine. But I mean, I definitely think that there's something going on here, but whatever it was, I think may have just cleared because it's still backed up across the top of the world. Let's continue on now to BQE going south here out at the Brooklyn Bridge. Southbound BQE is heavy this morning getting south of the LIE. Ed Koch is running about 10 minutes. Midtown Tunnel is fine. BQE a little heavy at the Grand Central. Again, for the most part, it's a little bit lighter than what we've seen. Again, it's Friday, and I think also the um, work from home thing is kicking in. Southbound on the FDR Drive, that is heavy here this morning, getting into the RFK. The west side, a little heavy, getting south of CBX. Westbound Cross Bronx is heavy from the interchange at the 3rd Avenue. Southbound Bruckner is heavy getting onto the elevated section this morning. The Deegan is just jacked up here from basically Yonkers straight down the line. I think there was something earlier going on here out at Yankee Stadium. I feel like I heard that earlier. Something was happening. Bronx Road Parkway, fairly heavy north of the Bronx Zoo. And then we go up to the Bruckner into the Hutch is busy. Let's go to the Whitestone Bridge. That's a little heavy here, obviously coming off of this. Something's happening here. I think it's either an accident or something on the GCP here out by City Field on that extension of the Whitestone Expressway. So that's why that's all backed up from the Cross Island. And then we go north on the west on the Grand Central, I should say, which actually goes north into that location. So let's go out there. That's the westbound side. So there's definitely something happening, but I don't really see any. Ooh, that's ugly. I don't really I see the heavy traffic, but I just can't assess to as far as that's Astoria Boulevard. That's not going to do us any good. Right in here somewhere, but again, damage done, as they say. West on the Grand Central's heavy, passing St. John's, LIE. Typical drill there, west of the Cross Island. Cross Island is jacked up here from Sunrise Highway all the way up to the LIE, both ways of the Van Wyck is heavy here, getting into Hillside and Atlantic Avenues. We'll make our way out to Long Island now. Let's check out the scene here. Matching records, that's good news. And, do a quick spot check along Island, and it's definitely lighter than earlier in the week. Westbound on the Southern, still heavy, or 109 all the way out to basically in Hempstead. exit 17, 18 or so, heading east is busy out to the Wantagh. West on the northern state is busy getting out towards Searingtown Road. So is the LIE from 39 all the way to 32, but through Syosset, Jericho doesn't look terrible. Even the LIE here at Deer Park Avenue, Saudi Coast, definitely heavy here from 60 on over to about 55 Motor Parkway. But other than that, even that's probably a little lighter than what it normally is. East on Sunrise Highway, heavy Hampton Bay, Southampton Watermill, kind of normal stuff. The North Shore, Aquabog, Cutchogue, Mattatuck, 25A Wading River, 347 Smithtown, 25A Northport, Huntington, all the way out through the Gold Coast here. Glen Cove is fine. Let's go to Connecticut. Dial that in. Chester 84 west, exit 60 to 61. 527 through 13 is heavy 15. Barrett Parkway 47 36. It's just kind of our usual drill. Normal stuff, Bridgeport, Fairfield, and then south of 16 down through about 5. Although this Merritt Parkway seems to be awfully crowded here. On there, looks like we may have a crash here now. Up to, well, see, that's the thing, the Merritt Parkway, sometimes there's no exits at all. South of like 31. Look at this, I'm right on the exit, and it doesn't even give you an exit number. There isn't one. 28. Oh, there it is, 28. Okay. So south of around Round Hill Road, exit 28. Looks like we may have some sort of a situation there. Go to the Hudson Valley, volume wise, backed up north on the Hutch at Weaver, but 287, that is clean and green. Head to the Hudson Valley. Crash on the thruway after 15A. We'll check that out. Taconic broken down vehicle at Miller Hill Road. Duchess, Palisades, overturned vehicle and ramp closure in Palisades, southbound ramp to exit 5S 303. Here. Right in there. Right on the corner border of New York and New Jersey. The other accident was out here at 15A. That's probably gone. That's probably gone now. Thruway is good through Orange County, 84, Route 6, 17, the thruway. 84 across the Beacon Bridge looks good through Fishkill, Lake Carmel. Brewster west on 84, that's crowded here into 684. 684, some heavier traffic here through Golden's Bridge into Katona, but that is about it. All right. So again, it's a little lighter than what we've seen in, earlier in the week. Let me go to Path here. Let's check out that here at 732. Oh, gotta switch sponsors. Go here. Staff hour sponsored by the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, 908-325-6283. Follow my guy Omar there on Instagram at ChopGO give the fine fellows there a call for the best haircut in the Tri-States. And also Maxim Motor Cars, 303 West Clinton Street, which is Route 15 in Dover, New Jersey. It's Morris County, 973-620-9060. And Maxim Motor Cars, LLC.com is the phone number. So Newark World Trade crews preparing for mandatory Hackensack River drawbridge lift. Why would they do a mandatory drawbridge lift right in the middle of the morning commute? It's beyond me. But I guess they got to do it at key points, just in case things happen in some capacity. So we will go to the MTA. Planned trains rerouted there. That's D rush hour express service in the Bronx is suspended. All trains run local in both directions. That is major structural repairs Monday through Friday, 6:15 to 9:15, and 4 until to 7 until December 2nd. Wonder why they can't do that between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. instead of right in the middle of the rush hour. The MTA for you. My gosh, somebody get me started with the MTA. Plan substitute busing on the Wasaic branch. Substitute buses here on New Canaan. Train service temporarily replaced by buses both directions on the New Canaan branch because of a power issue. That's important there. Long Island Railroad is going to be on or close to schedule. Let's dial in the Hudson River crossings now. See what we've got. About 40 here at the George, about 20 at the Lincoln, 20 at the Holland. So for the most part, it's kind of normal. Maybe, again, just slightly lighter. Go back to New Jersey now, and every time we populate this, something else happens. Southbound Essex tolls, southbound exiting at 130. So we got a couple crashes there. Let's see if we can bring them in the conversation. First here. I know where that other camera is. Let's do this other one first. There it is. Better picture. Wow. 2-camera shoot here on this crash. There it is. Left lane is shut. The other perspective, there it is. Right out of the tolls. But then we're still backed up all the way through 280. Just before it. Really. There's something about that curve that really just kind of messes traffic up fairly greatly. Here, we'll see if the Route 1 camera at the Parkway is working. If they've turned it around, probably not. This is all southbound Route 1 traffic. So I'm thinking it's probably on the ramp from Route 1, from the Parkway to Route 1. Not necessarily on the Parkway itself. Exiting, yeah, it's on the ramp. When I say it's on the ramp, it's probably right off the ramp just before Ford Avenue. And that's why the southbound this is why this southbound side of Route 1 is jacked up all the way back to the 1-9 split. And the Parkway is heavy here now, getting south of Metro Park. So just be mindful of that. That's what you're going to run into. It looks like it's on Route 1 or just on that exit ramp from Route 1. That's why things are heavy there. And I also think that that's the reason partially why 27 is a little heavy here heading south in the Menlo Park. People are getting off of 132 as they're seeing the brake lights ahead to try to just avoid sitting in any kind of a mess. Again, our big story really is this 78 jackknife as we get out to Glenside Avenue in Summit. We are all loaded up here this morning. There it is at Glenside Avenue. Again, westbound side appears to be open. It's the eastbound side is where all the activity is with the jackknife tractor trailer. To me, from this vantage point, again, it's just before the Glenside Avenue overpass, right in here. And to me, it looks like that concrete Jersey barrier median is kind of wiped out. So I would suspect that once they clean this up, if anything, they'll still have the left lane shut and potentially in either direction to get some uh, apparatus, get some apparatus in there to go ahead and repair that. Show you that here. And it says Glenside Avenue. I think it's Glenside Avenue. I don't think it's Glenside Road. I don't know. I think their marking is wrong because there is a Glenside Road, Glenside Field. But this is that road. If you're familiar with the Watchung Mountains, the Watchung Reservation, Glenside Avenue kind of parallels 78 to a degree, then takes a hard left and crosses right over. Crosses over 78, Route 78. So again, this is kind of coming through the summit area, Lake Surprise, trail side. If you're in this area, it's beautiful in here in the fall. This is where the old the deserted villages, Feltville spot. Weird place. Gotta tell you, not gonna lie to you on that. Skytop Drive. This is a great drive during the fall with all the fall colors. And you can get it off of Route 22 on Glenside Avenue. That'll bring you up here, and then you can take Coles Ave on into the Trailside Science Center, Summit Lane, take you to the circle, and you come back around here, Lake Surprise, then you get back on Glenside Avenue, kind of come back down to the deserted village, and then make your way down towards Skytop Drive. It's nuts, quite honestly, in there. Try going at night. There's no street lights. It's like pitch black. It's oof that deserted village, Feltville here. It's a crazy little spot. Not gonna lie to you there. It's a weird deal, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All part of the Union County Parks system. So, with that said, Avoid 78 now 22 is picking up again. We're picking up some more moderate volume heading east because of alternate volume. So we're almost back. I think it's still going to take a little longer, another half hour or so to get back to the Scotchwood and Bonnie Burn Road and Park Avenue in Scotch Plains. But nonetheless, that eastbound side of 22 is still all backed up in towards Mountain Avenue. So that's what we got to deal with there. But again, our volume is particularly down this morning because I mean, look at Route 80. There's just really not a whole lot of action there. Although 15 seems to be almost right in front of Maxim Motor Cars. A little bit crowded there, but 80 is fine. Some of it also has to do with the cloudy conditions with sun glare. Just a little backed up getting onto 287, but that's kind of normal. Let's go over to 80 here, picking up some more volume through Patterson both ways between 20 and Route 19, and then both ways of 46, Route 3. That combination there is busy. 208 going south of Hawthorne, Fair Lawn is crowded, getting into Paramus. Both ways of 17 is busy here at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. Westbound Route 3, west of 21. Busy. And then your Parkway again, south out of the Essex tolls. That's why that is busy there. And then it's just mixing in with some general morning traffic. Both ways of 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge is a heavy ride this morning. So we continue on to 1 and 9. That's really crowded getting up into the Skyway. But again, we're only looking at maybe a half an hour at each, about a half an hour at the George as well. So it's kind of just normal stuff for the most part. 287 here south, a little bit starting to, that's not bad. That's not bad, really. Again, our crashing along Route 1 on the exit there at 130. Look for. The rest of New Jersey looks fine. Turnpike Parkway, 55 is good. 55. 42, that whole interchange is fine. Not fine. I can't. I'm losing it here. Definitely a little bit busy. Not as busy as it was Wednesday. Again, it is Friday. Again, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter this morning. So please post up your comments here. Comment section is open. And join us for the conversation here about the Friday morning ride. Ocean City, Millville, Avalon, Seattle City, Cape May, Wildwood, Parkway, AC Expressway 72 is terrific. All right. 7:44 now is our time. We'll dive into NJ Transit, see if anything else has come up this morning. E38 arrival to Penn is canceled. 2 more canceled trains there in the Morris and Essex. We're up to 3 canceled trains. We're at 4. River Line delayed 15 minutes, broken down train at 36th Street. Okay. That. We are, let me just hit the Hudson Rivers, and then we'll go to Andrea in the Weather Center for our weather. So about 35 to 40 at the George, about 20 apiece to Holland Lincoln. And again, that's slowly coming down here this morning. That is some welcome news for drivers there at the Hudson River crossings. All right, we are Mark here at 7:45 now. Let's head to Andrea. Andrea in the Weather Center from the Rutgers Weather Watcher Group from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Good morning.
Getting straight into our headlines for today, we do have some sunny skies and warmer temperatures to look forward to this weekend. But come Monday, we do have some afternoon showers starting at about 2 p.m. And with those showers, we do have cooler temperatures for the rest of the week. For your commute forecast in the morning, 6 to 8 a.m., you do have clearing skies after that thunderstorm and rain that clears out, but there are no traffic-related incidents. And as for your PM commute, you also have some clear skies, so there's nothing to worry about. As for today's highs, you do have a temperature of 69 degrees in Piscataway and in Trenton, 70 in Toms River, Camden, and Millville, 68 in Milford, and 66 down in Wildwood. As for today's lows, you do have a temperature of 43 degrees in Piscataway and Trenton, 46 degrees in Toms River and in Camden, 53 down in Wildwood, and 49 up in Islip. As for the futurecast, there's a few clouds passing through, but no rain, no showers, and no significant winds. So moving right into our 7-day forecast. Again, we do have a wonderfully sunny weekend on this weekend, but again, Monday we do have showers likely in the afternoon, but after that we have mostly sunny and sunny skies at 53 degrees for a high temperature and 56 degrees for Thursday. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Andrea. Nice job as always. And she'll be back here with one last and final check of our forecast coming up at 8:15. And this half hour is sponsored by The Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, conveniently located off the Garden State Parkway between exits 135 and 136. Give them a call at 908-325-6283 for your manly grooming needs. Again, it's a classic barbershop with a modern feel to it. There's Omar and the owner, Alex. They opened up in 2020. As you can see here is Alex Rivera, the owner of The Shaved Cave in Clark, New Jersey. Once again, busy all the time. I've gone there. I've gone many, many times. And again, the ideal situation is to give them a call and make an appointment. I think it's just easier to do it that way to save your time, their time. And again, about, average haircut takes about a half an hour, 40 minutes or so. But they are artistes. Omar and Alex and the other fine fellows there in the shop do a really nice job, and just a great vibe inside The Shaved Cave. So cool name. Get a hot towel shave, get ready for date night or a job interview or a wedding, or wherever you may be going, just to get a fresh cut for the fall. Head over to 1471 Raritan Road, The Shaved Cave, 325-6283 and tell them you saw it here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. We thank Alex and the boys there for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's go to Maxim Motors now. Our good friend Nick and his father Anthony there, owner proprietors of Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060, 303 West Clinton Street. That's Route 15 in Dover. Give them a call for a quality deal on an affordable vehicle. Just see some of the vehicles to choose from. The Subaru Forester here, 16.5. Again, some of these vehicles do have some higher mileage on them, so, and a little bit later models, so not going to certainly push that aside. But, not everyone can afford a $40,000 vehicle. There's no question about that. So, these are still fine cars. He gets them all serviced by licensed mechanics and also gets them fully detailed as well. So, some new things to line up. It's 2002 Toyota Camry with only 61,000 miles. That car is 20 years old, only 60,000 miles. I bet you any money that thing still's got another 20 years in it. Take a look at some of it's got a sunroof. Wow, let's see what the inside looks like. Yeah, I guarantee you this still, I wouldn't be surprised. This is like from an estate sale or something. Kind of a little old lady from Pasadena. Actually has leather seats. Look at that. And a CD player. Ooh, automatic and heated seats too. Rolling heavy. The heated seats. Leather seats, back seats don't even look like they've ever been sat in before. At 61,000 miles, you get it for I didn't see what the price was off the top of let's see here. Top here. How much? It's a V6 too. Look out. 7,500. So there you go. Ford Focus 2005. Got the Jeep Grand Cherokee, another Subaru. Is that two of them? Yeah, he's got two of them here. Two Subarus. Ford Taurus. $4,000 could be a good first car for someone who just got their license. Kids. Ford Mustang, 10.9, and the Volvo there. So give Nick a call, 973-620-9060, 303 West Clinton Street. That's Route 15 in Dover, New Jersey, out in Morris County. 973-620-9060, and go to the website maximotorcarsllc.com for more information. All right, so let's go back to our action here this morning. We will dial in Antiana. Good morning. Buenos dias. Happy Friday. Good morning to you. Nice to see you here. Traffic is slightly lighter. Slightly, not by much, just slightly. We still have issues here along Route 1. It's really on the exit off of the Parkway. Right before Ford Avenue is a crash, but Route 1 is backed up through Gill Lane, out through the, if you're familiar with that area, out by the Staples there. Coming into Gill, just south of the Route 919 split. It's also jacking up the Parkway, getting south now north of 132. That's why 27 or Lincoln Highway is getting really packed in here through Menlo Park, passing the Edison light bulb, the museum, and I don't know what you call it, but Edison, what is it? Oh, where is it? Tower Road. I think it's right in here. Thomas Edison Center at Menlo Park. That's what it is. That's what I wanted to say. It's really a cool place with the light bulb on top with the monument. Very cool. Let's see now. Hey, now. We go to, again, 78 is the big, unfortunate jackpot here. Because now we're connecting the dots going west, now out of Vauxhall and Union through Springfield, getting into the crash site, Glenside Avenue in Summit. Eastbound, now we're back through 43 and Bonnie Burn Road, and this is only going to get worse. I wouldn't be surprised we're back to Hillcrest Road and Watchung and exit 40 here. Maybe another half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Could start to see some backups there. Let's go back to the homepage. Let's see if the travel times will populate. I don't know why they're saying on the westbound side there's 2 lanes closed because I don't see it. But again, I can't see on the opposite side of the bridge. Could be lanes closed, but it doesn't make any sense because right at the accident site, there's traffic getting through. So normally it would take you from exit 29 through 48, 20 minutes. It's well over an hour. So we're probably looking about a 45-minute backup there. The concentration, most of it just east of exit 43. Westbound is doing. That's about 20 minutes there. So, yeah, that's a tough deal. And then now Route 22, as I said, is getting hit hard here. We're not back to the Scotchwood, but it's going to get close. It's going to come close. Scotchwood is right here. It's getting real close to encroaching in here. Encroachment, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. Getting out to the Scotchwood Diner. Who won that Bears Commanders game last night? Dare I say the Commanders won, I think. 7. There's like no offense in the NFL this year. It seems at times it's awful. So yeah, so 22 is picking up a ton of alternate volume now out of Scotch Plains into Mountainside into New Providence Road. Careful there. Let's see what else we want to do now. Our other issue here is this flipped over vehicle on the Gowanus exit to well, let me look at that BQE here, Belova Avenue. I don't know. You got me where that is. I've been doing this a long time. I've never heard of that road before. So what did they say that was? North. Follow the traffic here on the maps. Must be up here by the Grand Central. Here? I've here maybe. That's north there, but I don't see anything. Okay. Back down to this Gowanus mess. So there's the exit ramp to Fort Hamilton. Blocked off. There's the vehicle. Looks like it's back up onto its now. Whether it was actually overturned, I don't know, but that looks like maybe it spun. Maybe it spun and then hit the concrete wall. Looks like some sort of like a Jeep. Yeah. Hit that. You can see the road is wet still from the showers from last night. But yeah, so we're just gonna hang here for just a minute. My good buddy Rob, yeah, good morning, my friend, listening this morning from Norfolk State homecoming weekend. Norfolk State plays Delaware State. Took the Cape May Ferry yesterday for the first time. Very nice. Cut off the nicely, highly recommended take. Very nice. It cut off the traffic there. Nicely, highly recommended taking the ferry. Rob, yeah, That's a good idea. I don't think I've ever been on the Cape May Lewes Ferry. Um, that's a great idea. Beautiful, beautiful weekend to do something like that. So, Rob, thanks for dialing in here. Yeah, cut off time nicely. Yep, that's it. Right. But yeah, taking that Cape May ferry is really a good way to slice off a significant amount of time if you're instead of taking 95 across the turnpike over to the Delaware Memorial Bridge and then further down in towards Delaware. Honestly, I've never been to Delaware. I mean, maybe I have once you crossed across the bridge. Technically, yes, I've been in footprint of Delaware, but not actually kind of never stayed in Delaware or headed down there. But Norfolk State against Delaware State. Sounds like a good game there. So good to see you, bud. Good to see you. We got to catch up soon. Um, so let's see now. We are at 8 o'clock. Let's switch the banners over here this morning. Let's go here. So this half hour is going to be sponsored by one Miss Darley Newman. There she is. Travels with Darley. Watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman Innovation TV's Journey. Go to our website, darley-newman.com for more information. So again, this is that inbound Kiwanis as we get out to Fort Hamilton Parkway. So it's really the exit ramp is shut here with this spun around vehicle into the concrete median. What that is doing is dialing out traffic in a big way across the Verrazano. Now they're saying maybe there's another crash on the Verrazano itself. Not a whole lot of cameras here, unfortunately. There used to be cameras on the bridge, but okay, now we're starting to see some sun glare working into the conversation. Let's go here. No. Fort Hamilton exit closed police activity. Okay, so we know that. All right. It's heavy across the bridge right into that spot. It's actually come down. I mean, we were well back through Toad Hill Road, even west of that, a little while ago. It's making for a much better ride here on the through Industry City, but then just jacked up getting into the BQE as normal. Battery Tunnel is about 15 minutes there. Belt Parkway now looks like we have an accident going west here at Ocean Parkway, and that delay gets back to Darcy Piers, back through the Patrick Basin Bridge and Rockaway Parkway. Cameras there. I believe there is a camera at Ocean, and it's not working. Okay. See the traffic just at a complete standstill here at Flatbush Avenue. Ouch. That hurts. The Cropsey heading east. That's some sun glare and also some now rubbernecking. So whatever is going on here at around Coney Island Avenue, Ocean Parkway. That the belt is heavy here, heading west, passing the Van Wyck Expressway. Van Wyck both ways here at Hillside. Atlantic Avenues is busy. LIE is just getting tuned up here as you go from the Clearview on over to Queens Boulevard. Also, westbound Grand Central is all jacked out of the interchange heading up to City Field. I still think there's something going on here off the connector from the Whitestone Expressway because that's backed up to the bridge. Let's go to the east side, really heavy here, coming down from the 130s down into 96th Street. Northbound is busy at the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. Southbound on the west side is heavy south of the George. Bronx. Westbound cross Bronx is heavy getting into 3rd Avenue. Southbound Bruckner is heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway. Southbound Deegan, we're seeing a ton of traffic as well, getting south of the Mosholu all the way out to the Cross Bronx. East is heavy here, getting into Jerome Avenue. And then this northbound side of the Throgs Neck extension, well, just really the Bruckner getting up into the Hutch. Kind of normal stuff there, just a really busy ride on the approach up into Westchester County. Throgsneck Bridge, that looks fantastic. Cross Island going south, getting to the LIE. That's crowded. North on the Cross Island is busy into Hempstead Turnpike. Take a look at Long Island, shall we? Got, let's see here. Downtree Sunrise Highway west at Georgia Road, all lanes closed. Downtree. Broken down vehicle that's on the shoulder west at the Meadowbrook. Crash on the Southern State southbound between the Meadowbrook and Nassau Road. South goes west or east. Something's happening there. Shoulder though. So it's out in this location here. Just kind of general volume building in behind it. A little lighter than normal, again, as we see it. Pockets of delays here, LIE into the connector, and then the northern state in towards Searingtown Road. LIE a little busy here in Syosset at 135. LIE still some volume pushing into that's highway out to 111. Sunrise Highway as we, I think is this where this is shut? I have no idea where that road is. I've been doing this a long time again. And this is out to the Oakdale Bohinquet Road. It's out to the merge. Sunrise Highway would be closed with the downed trees beyond me. Hampton Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe Watermill, normal stuff out to the Hamptons here at 804. 347 looks fairly busy there. Looks like maybe we have an accident here heading south on 347. Wisconsin Highway out towards Belmead Road, Path Drive, South Setauket. No clue. Doesn't even give you a town. Doesn't even give you a locator, or does it? It just says Suffolk County. That's it. Let's see. So there we go. We've got Long Island, Suffolk County here, over here maybe. Let's try this again. Losing viewers at a rapid clip here. Keyboard doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Road, East Hampton. Boy. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's saying, oh, I see. Okay. It's out in this area here. Ah, there we go. It's in the Hamptons. Watch out. All right. So let's go to Connecticut now here at 807. '95 South Street, 1918 Center Lane is out with a crash there. 19. So let's go to the cameras. dial that in. There it is, right there. Center lane is out. Car carrier? Looks like to me he's a car carrier. Oh, the car, how could the cars be up in the air like that? There we go. We got that southbound crash. Hopefully everyone was okay. 1918 again. Going on to the shoulder here at 21. That's going south. Or back through to the rest area, or even further north of that, right in here. That's why this is becoming a little easier, because I'll hold back of the traffic here at 19. We're back to about 24 or so. And then the Merritt actually cleaning up fairly well. Still some southbound delays here south of 41 to 36, and then into 28. We have, I think there's a crash there. It still has been reported, but that should not be in the red. That's going to be the green. South here on the Merritt is heavy here in Trumbull, 5250. And north on the Wilbur Cross, we're looking at some delays there. Get up in towards, looks like we may have an accident here as well. Out through 69 Valley Street, that area. West Rock. Exit number is this? 59. There you go. 84 is playing nicely. Lower Westchester. We're picking up some delays here on 287. I think there's probably an accident there. Let's dial that in. Around exit 21 at 11. This, I'm sorry, it was exit 11. So we want to end the conversation. Let's go to the Emerson, the state. See what we've got going on here. Of course, there's no cameras. Always without fail. That's going east at the Hutch. You can see how heavy that is. No. Okay. So it's right in here east of the Hutch. Between 9 and 11, there's a crash being worked on. East on 287, heavy exits 1 out through 5. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. The thruway, Rockland County is good. Head up towards the thruway, Monroe, Ocean, Chester, Middletown, 84, Route 6. The Beacon Bridge, 84 is good into Brewster. 684 is south. 684 is heavy into Katona. It's good down through the Purchase area here at 811. All right. The Phillies were at home. They were Atlanta. So Cleveland, yes, they are at home. They are at home for an afternoon affair at 4:37 day. Daytime baseball being played, which is nice to see, right? Where am I going? So yeah, Phillies are at home here today, so it could be a little tough getting into downtown Philly there. Probably about 2 o'clock or so, give or take. And certainly the Yankee game starting really early at 1 o'clock. Have a travel day. We'll just get right on a flight, and then I think they're playing. Honestly, I think they're playing tomorrow. I don't think there is a travel day. That's what it is. It's tomorrow night in Cleveland. So that's That game is so early. Get him out of here. But that's at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So you can start to see traffic on the George starting to go downhill fairly quickly. About 11 a.m., 3 hours from now or so. Eye on that. We'll certainly continue to follow the conversation on the New Jersey Morning Show. That is on New Jersey coming up at the top of the hour. Let's do this here. Big Rob in the watching us here from Delaware. Check in on his Union Farmers, see where they are at for the season. Check out Union Farmers, see if they're playing tonight. They are 2-4. Ooh, a little bit of a tough season this year. It doesn't look like it is going to be a playoff year for the Farmers of Union. Let's see. They are in Phillipsburg. Oh, that used to be a big game. Bobby remembers those games. Phillipsburg Union. Ooh, Elizabeth Union. Elizabeth wiped him out. No, Union won. Hold on a second. Union won. They beat Elizabeth. Wow. Union Elizabeth. Give me the story about the Union Elizabeth game Robbie took me to. Oh, man. That was some experience. That was great at Union High School. Yeah, wow. 41-7. Wow. Lost to Bridgewater. They only lost by 7 to Westfield. They lost by 10 to St. Joseph's Metuchen. Won by 14 against Somerville. They lost to Hillsborough. So they barely in the game here for the most part. But that Union Elizabeth game is always one of the biggest games of the year in high school football, bar none. So they're out at Phillipsburg here this evening. It's be another good game there. I mean, if they may be able to go 500 with 2 more wins, but you know they've trimmed out the season. They've trimmed out the season by 2 games. So check out my Cranford Cougars here. Whether they are they're 4-2 and they're at Linden and then North Brunswick for the final game. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that the football season ends at in a week. Really weird, really strange. What is good though is our weather. Let's talk to Andrea in the Weather Center for a check of that 7-day forecast. Good morning.
Getting straight into our headlines for today, we do have some sunny skies and warmer temperatures to look forward to this weekend. But come Monday, we do have some afternoon showers starting at about 2 p.m. And with those showers, we do have cooler temperatures for the rest of the week. For your commute forecast in the morning, 6 to 8 a.m., you do have clearing skies after that thunderstorm and rain that clears out, but there are no traffic-related incidents. And as for your PM commute, you also have some clear skies, so there's nothing to worry about. As for today's highs, you do have a temperature of 69 degrees in Piscataway and in Trenton, 70 in Toms River, Camden, and Millville, 68 in Milford, and 66 down in Wildwood. As for today's lows, you do have a temperature of 43 degrees in Piscataway and Trenton, 46 degrees in Toms River and in Camden, 53 down in Wildwood, and 49 up in Islip. As for the future cast, there's a few clouds passing through, but no rain, no showers, and no significant winds. So moving right into our 7-day forecast. Again, we do have a wonderfully sunny weekend on this weekend, but again, Monday we do have showers likely in the afternoon, but after that we have mostly sunny and sunny skies at 53 degrees for a high temperature and 56 degrees for Thursday. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Andrea. Nice job in the Weather Center here, as always. Thank you, and have a fantastic weekend. We'll see the Weather Watchers back on the broadcast at 7:15 on a Monday morning. Just looking at that 7-day, about Wednesday of next week, it's going to be fairly chilly around these parts. It's going to feel probably closer towards November weather than October weather, looking at temps only into the lower 50s, but it's really the evening temperatures, the lows are into the mid 30s. So kind of have to bundle up, hit the heated seats, hit the heated wheel, right? This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. You can go to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information. You can find her program on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. Darley is out traveling for her 10th season, her 10th anniversary season. And follow her on social media. That would be on the Twitter, on the YouTube, also on Facebook, and especially Instagram. Head over to her Instagram page now just to see if we can figure out where she is. Last couple places were in Turkey. I'll bring up the her Twitter page here in a second just to give us a look of where she may be. Let's see here. It doesn't really say where she may be, taking some time off here, but that's the Twitter page there. So give her a follow here, Darley Newman. Her a follow here, and the wonderful show Travels with Darley. Yeah, she posts up all kinds of different fun events and desserts around the world and different speaking engagements that she will be at. Once again, that is Travels with Darley on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. Check out the program there. Let's show you a brief clip here this morning. If you are unfamiliar with Darley's show, this is going to be season 6. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, exploring California's Central Coast at an elephant seal rookery.
Even I was surprised at what you can discover when you ask a local to guide you through a new destination.
Okay, this looks a little dangerous.
Yes.
Wild to be in an ice cave in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Maybe deep in your soul, there's a spot that remembers how it was back in the villages.
From a classic American road trip to a national park with presidential ties, we're exploring California, North Dakota, France, Virginia, and beyond on a brand new season of Travels with Darley.
Able Stever. I guess you gotta be a little hardcore to come out and do this trail.
North Dakotans are hardy people, and the Mattahay Trail represents that well.
It's fun. I'm not sure how I'm getting back. I'll just ride home like this.
That's a little sample of Travels with Darley. Again, head to our website, darley-newman.com, for more information. We thank her for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, we're in the home stretch here, another 10 minutes or so, and we've got a new accident here on 46. But first, let's hear Anna. Hi, Andrea. Great job. Always impressed with the depth of the Weather Watchers bench. I am too, Anna. Absolutely. You said it perfectly. Couldn't said it better myself. Yeah, doing an amazing job there for the Weather Watchers. So we appreciate all the hard work that they do. And again, these they do other videos for YouTube and so forth, but these are specifically for us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show, which I can't even begin to express my gratitude to the group there for bringing those weather reports to us. So we got a crash here west on 46, just out of the construction here in Little Falls as we get out towards Valley Road. So that's in the construction zone. So watch for that. That's screwing traffic up here on westbound Route 3 all the way back to Bloomfield Avenue in the Clifton, Nutley area. Eastbound side is also heavy straight from Union Boulevard into that spot with a lot of rubbernecking delays as well. 80 is fairly busy getting out towards Route 19. Westbound looks like we have a crash here out by Route 20 to look for this morning. Other than that, not a bad ride. 208's a little heavy getting out of Fairlawn into Paramus. 24 is still busy here east at Columbia Turnpike, but 78 is still a mess. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, well, now another crash here on the lower. That's underneath the covered roadway getting out to the Tunnelly Circle, the approach to the Skyway. Let's go to the cameras. They're saying that the 78 thing cleared up. I'm shocked that the median is still, well, they moved the camera. So it looks like that all the lanes are open now in both directions. Wow. Shocking that they're not going to fix that, unless it was just my eyes that it didn't do as much damage to that guardrail, to the concrete median. But this is out at 24 in Springfield. You can see the westbound side is still jammed there. Go to Diamond Hill. Eastbound is headed away this morning, and that's still all backed up. It's going to get better. Probably another, I'd say another 20 minutes to a half an hour by 9 o'clock. Most of this should ease out for us. News is that it's been cleared, so maybe they'll come back later and try to do some repairs there. I don't know. To me, it looked like it took out the top of the concrete median. So east on Route 22 is still backed up. A lot of alternate volume from the crash in 78, and we're backed up through Scotch Plains out by the old Bowcraft property, getting in towards Providence Road, almost right in front of the Mountainside Municipal Building. We've got some delays here north on the Parkway. Looks like we have a crash getting into 138. That here, that's a tough ride. West on 22, see through the shopping center here, west of Chestnut Street. That Parkway settling down. Still some volume here in Bloomfield. Turnpike, though, has been really playing nicely, and that's really one of the benchmarks, too, that traffic is a little bit lighter on a Friday, is that the Turnpike is rolling along really well. We widen up the rest of Jersey, 287 south into 12 and 10. That's busy both ways in Edison. South Plainfield, between 4 and 5 is heavy. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel looks fairly crowded. Turnpike, 195 Parkway, all of South Jersey. And again, there is the benchmark as well, with 5542 empty. We are lighter than normal here this morning. Where Phillies play? I know where they play, but I just don't know where the actual stadium is. I thought it was right across from Financial, if it's even called that anymore. Where is it? Airport. Ah. Citizens Bank Park right there. So it's really your Walt Whitman Bridge is going to be, that's where you could start to see some difficulty there at the Walt Whitman with that 4:37 start, probably roughly about 2:30 or so, about 2 hours before game time. It's a beautiful day to play baseball. Oof, can't get much better than this. All right, so let's do this now. We'll check out transit. We got about 5 more minutes left in the broadcast. More delays popping up here now. Another canceled train on the corridor. There on the corridor, Trenton departure. Another canceled train in the Morrison S. 2 of them there. Third train now on the Montclair line. Brick City, we've got some issues there. A couple canceled trains. River Line, still 15 minutes in both directions. That, we head to PATH now. Populate that into the conversation. Newark World Trade again. Newark World Trade resuming normal service. Hackensack River drawbridge lift successfully completed. Go. Let's dial in the New York City incident page and see what we've got here. Let's see if they took care of that Gowanus situation. Nope, that is still there. We'll go to the cameras in a minute. Let's go to Long Island. Run it down here. Crash on the southern, on the shoulder there, going west out at the Meadowbrook, Hudson Valley. 287 east before 11. A vehicle fire southbound now on the thruway after 16. Thruway southbound after 19. Thruway southbound after 12. Another crash. Both ways of Route 9, Van Wyck Lake Road, Fishkill, East Mountain Road North, and Phillipstown. All lanes of 2 are blocked. Everything is blocked. Crash with injuries on 312. 2 east of Crum Pond Road. East of Old Crum Pond Road. Crum Pond. Let's go to the maps. Dial this in here. Thruway is fine here. I mean, whatever it is probably off to the shoulder in some capacity. So there's your 287 mess getting east into exit 11. Typical delays throughout Queens, the Bell Parkway. Still don't understand why they haven't populated this crash here at Ocean Parkway. That's still jacked up traffic all the way back to Erskine Street. And again, there's our vehicle into the median on the exit ramp to Fort Hamilton Parkway on the inbound Gowanus. Long Island, we're settling down really well here this morning. Not a whole lot of action. That is good news. Looks like that downed tree on Sunrise Highway has been cleared out in the Hamptons. Here's Connecticut. Again, just some more traffic with that one crash still being cleared at 19. I think that is even gone. We'll populate that here this morning into the incident list. Dial that in. That's going to be gone. Nixon Falls. That's where Mike or Sonny Corinthos was. General Hospital, great. Still trying to find out who the serial killer is. Route 8 southbound was 2422. Okay. Merritt Parkway is still dealing with something here out at 28. It still hasn't been populated yet. Volume here in Trumbull getting south of 52 over to 50. And then we'll go 12 down through about exit 5 in Greenwich. 287 heading east here is busy out of Elmsford between exits 2 out through about exit 5. The rest of Rockland County is looking good. All right, friends, let's go to the MTA. We'll finish up the Hudsons, and then call it a week. Wow. Escalated quickly. Northbound 6 delays after moving the train with mechanical problem in service at Canal Street. C&E are running with delays both ways. NYPD being disrupted on a train at West 4th, Washington Square. D&D trains are running with delays both directions. NYPD reported tracks at Kingsbridge Road. Southbound EF are running delays after they moved the train at its brakes activated on the express tracks near 63rd Drive and Regal Park. Rails, we've got Long Island Railroad is good. New Canaan still busing substitute there between New Canaan and Stamford because of power issues, so watch for that. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings, not the NOAA radar. Bone dry pretty much, except up in towards Minnesota and the northern sections of Michigan. Northern UP. Go about 25 to 30 at the George, about 15 or so at the Holland. So that's what we're up against here in the AM. All right, so we are going to wrap it up here this morning for a Friday, and thank Big Rob, Anna, and Connor for joining us here in the comment section this morning. So thanks for dialing us in, Rob. Enjoy the game. We got the Yankee game here at 1:07, a 4:37 start for the Phillies there at Citizens Bank Ballpark. So again, you may see traffic around 2:30 at the Walt Whitman, and the George probably around 11:30, or probably closer to 11, since that game is at 1 o'clock here this morning. I'm going to thank our sponsors, Maxim Motor Cars, Shaved Cave, as well as Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery and Travels with Darley. I want to thank all of you for dialing us up here on the big broadcast. You know what? Let's do the shameless promotion here because we have to, right? It's YouTube, the whole deal. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers in 200 days and 200 episodes, I should say. We are episode 113 now, which matches our subscriber total 113. So if you can, please pass along to all your friends. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just helps John and myself out here in the traffic and weather centers. Just hit subscribe. That'll just take care of that. and we just got to bring these numbers up here. We're want to go for 200 subscribers and 200 episodes. So these episodes are going to rip off real quick. So, 113 episodes in, and we need to try to bump up that subscriber growth. So if you know anybody, ask them if they could subscribe. Again, doesn't cost them anything. Just tell them to go to YouTube and just hit subscribe, like the Facebook page as well. It certainly will help us out. Again, our views here, honestly, not too bad for a small little channel, about 25, 30 views on the replays here. This one got 56, that one got 40. So, maybe we're moving into a different lane here from YouTube for the algorithm. So hopefully that is the case. All right, friends, have a fantastic Friday. Drive safely. Have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy this great fall weather. Do some apple picking. If you have any pictures, certainly send it over to us. TriStateTrafficShow@gmail.com. We'll put it on the broadcast on Monday if you go out and do some pumpkin picking or any kind of fall activities. Alexandra, have a great flight home. I think you're coming back maybe this weekend or Monday. So hopefully we'll see you next week after a wonderful honeymoon there in Hawaii. So again, have a fantastic Friday. Drive safely and a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday, everybody.